This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, last class what we discussed about the Docker introduction, how the Docker effective our software deployment nowadays. Okay, how much time we are reducing time deployment and how much size we are going to reducing to deploy our application. Those things we discussed critically, and today we are going to discuss about completely on practical way. Let's see that. Okay, now we install the what are things we done. We discussed about what is Docker, okay, and what is difference between VM and Docker, and then next we discussed real life example of containers and compare to our this container Docker container, right? And then next we discussed about an installation Docker on where AWS EMI Linux, right? Linux instance. And after installation and all, if you want to check that your install is successful or not, how we can check? We have checked with that using the which command? Docker -v, which version you are installed. And if you give the complete information about your local system of Docker daemon, this is the Docker info. And then we check with the any images are there in your local system. We check the Docker images. Images means how many applications we have without running. Okay, after running we are calling as a container. Okay, we are calling as a container. Okay, here this is the commands we are executed yesterday, right? Now today we are going to discuss about the two things. Okay, we are going to discuss about the what is and how we are get the images. Okay, remember, if you are downloading any OS level applications, any OS images, that images are available with Docker Hub. It is public repository. Okay, public repository. And where it is located, I'm going to show you. Okay, it's a public repository. If you go for here, for example, Ubuntu Docker Hub. Okay, even if you go for Docker Hub, you will get to know like all images. Okay, just I'm going to search with the Ubuntu software I want to download as a Docker image, See what I'm going to do. I'm going to download a one image. This image already they've written the one Docker file. They are that guys. Okay, what they will do, they've written as a Docker file, and the Docker file they converted into Ubuntu image, and that image they pushed into Docker Hub. Okay, they already written the what is the instruction they want. They written the one Docker file and they given that image. That is image is a publicly available. Okay, that we can use. And that after that we are installing that softwares. What are the your requirement? We are installing on top of the this base image. We are calling whatever the image we are going to use the first, that image we are calling as a base image. Okay, see this is the Ubuntu Docker image. Okay, how to download this using the Docker full Ubuntu. If you run this command, you will get know how to it will download from your this command to your local system. Just I'm going to download this Ubuntu software. Basically, how much size it will come? Basically, if you want to download Ubuntu software, normal ISO image and all, minimum 2 GB, right? And these are the versions we have. Labels like as 18.03 and Bionic, okay, latest, and this is a different types of. And if you click here, basically, I will show this. Click here, and if you go to GitHub, how they've written the Docker file, we can see here. This is a not required for you because of they already written, and they've written for the images here, and they are using which OS they are using. Scratch is a compared to any OS, it is a very light image. Scratch is the one of the Linux OS flavor kind of thing. Okay, the Alpha Linux Scratch, we are going to Scratch also. I will show that later on. Okay, now we are going to use the base image as the Ubuntu. They already what they written, they written some Docker file. Okay, we'll discuss this, what is Docker file, what is from, what is added, all these commands we are also writing our custom commands. Okay, these guys are written this. If they want, they develop the one Ubuntu software using this Docker file. After building this Docker file, they convert into image. That image they provide it to our publicly. You can download that directly, that image. Which image? That, which, how can download that image? using the Docker pull Ubuntu. Docker pull Ubuntu. They already written this code and they build that image and they push to that image to as a Ubuntu image. That image where it is available? Docker Hub. The Docker Hub. Now see here, we installed the Docker the same mission yesterday, right? Docker -v. Now this Docker version we installed yesterday. Then check the Docker info. Docker info. It will give the complete Docker and see this is the one, right? Registry. Where what is this registry name is the by default it will give the what? It is the Docker Hub registry. By default it is a Docker Hub registry. Okay, this is a Docker Hub registry. From where it will search by default? It is the Docker Hub. It will search. Okay, it will search the Docker Hub. If you want, you can override this also. That we are going to discuss the later on. Okay, that we will do our private registry and that private registry also we are installing. We push to our images to our private registry also. Okay. Now I want to download Ubuntu software. How to download here? Now we are using the Git, right? How to Git download the code in your local system if you have the repository using the Git pull origin master, right? Now like this, here we are going to use the Docker pull Ubuntu. It will download this image to from where? Docker Hub to your local machine. This is downloading a Ubuntu image. Here we are not a software here. That image we are calling as a software. Okay. Here in the terminology we are going to discuss about the Ubuntu is the image. Okay. Now this image is downloaded. Yesterday we are seeing this command, right? We don't have any image. Now we download this one image. We are seeing the Docker images. What are the images you are downloading and what are the images you have built? That will be showing the list out here. All images, if you want to check in your local machine, we need to use the which command? Docker images. Docker images. And see Ubuntu and latest. What is this latest? Now we are tag, right? Versioning. If you by default, if you're not giving Ubuntu, if you want to particular one, Docker pull Ubuntu and 18.04. If you download like this, what happen? That particular version only it will download. If you're not giving anything in after this, what it will do? It will download the latest. By default, which is the tag name is the by default is the latest is the tag name. What is the latest tag or default tag? It is the latest. If you're not giving anything, it will search into the colon latest. If it is there, it will find out, or else it will be download the internet. Okay. By default, which is what is the tag number? Latest. Okay. If you are given the specific version, it will download that. How many images are downloaded now? We have the two Ubuntu images. One is the latest because of we don't specify the any version here, and then we specify with the 18.04. How much size it was? Both size is the same, 64 MB, 64 point. Actually, I don't have any network issue also. Guys, can you hear me? Anyone confirm me? Can you hear me, right? Okay, thanks guys, thanks. Okay, fine. Okay, Jagdish, fine. Okay, now, okay. Okay, now, this is the two images we downloaded, right? If you're not giving the specific version, it will download the latest image. Okay, this is also one version. They are making the, if you are the latest, it will calling as the latest. If you not specify the particular version downloading, it if it you take default tag is the latest tag. It will default tag is the latest tag. Now we download the two images. That is the two Ubuntu images only. One is the latest version, another one is the 18.04 version. Okay, 18.04 version. And now see how to run this. How to run this is as a container. This is if you want to check the containers are running your system, the command is docker ps process. We are checking the process, right? In the docker level, we are checking the docker ps. Docker ps for what? Checking the running containers. And I'm going to write here. This is the check local images. What are the your mission having that images, right? That images here. Okay. Then next, what if you want to download the image, docker pull that image name and tagging. If you want to can, if you're not specifying the particular version, by default is the latest you will take. If you want to specific one, we can specific tag we can give that version, it will be download. And if you want to check the in your local containers are running Docker PS. And then if you want to check the running containers and stopped containers both, -a. If you want to check the stopped containers, it will show the -a. Okay. And if you want to see the only containers IDs, -q. -q. We'll see that. Okay, one by one. Okay. Now, if you want to like for example, you don't want for example, what happened in Docker Hub, right? In Linux servers, we don't have any browser. You don't have any browser. How we can search? We can search through command line also. How we can search? Docker search particular image. Let me take here. I'm going to search with the clock. Okay, Docker search clock. I'm going to, that clock is my image. I want to show the some timing using the clock. Okay, this some clock images already there in the Docker Hub. That will be search. Let me search this. How to search the images? Docker search clock. These are the clock images are there in the Docker Hub. It will list out the based on the stars. Okay, and now this is the, now I'm going to download this image. I'm going to download this image. How to download? This image name and then Docker pull. This image name, not only this name, this is a complete image name. This is a complete name. This is their username and this is the image name. Okay, this is a repository name or username, and this is the their image name. Both we need to take it. Ubuntu, they don't have any. Okay, command is wrong. Docker pull that image. See, we did not specify the tag. It will take the latest one. Okay. Now, if you want to download the CentOS, now just download the CentOS. So Docker pull CentOS also. Okay. See, we are downloading the CentOS image also. How much size it will there? See here, and then Docker images check. We download the 4 images now. One is the Ubuntu latest, and this is one is the CentOS. Another one is the this Jupyter Notebook clock. This is also image name. Okay, this complete image name. This is image ID. Okay, image ID and image name. And how much size this clock one? This is the 2.43 MB. This clock. They written the one small script and they are giving. Okay. And then next they are using for the what? Here this CentOS. See how much size it was? 202 MB. This is a huge CentOS is the huge. Okay, 202 MB. It was the OS only. Okay, it's a huge, right? Okay, that's fine. Now let me run as a container. If you want to run any container, which command we are going to use? We are going to use here very important command. If you want to run as a image to container, we are going to use the Docker run command. Docker run, remember, very important. And that image name is what? Ubuntu. I am going to use the bash here because of the terminal. We need to give that. This is the command. Which command you want to run? We are logging to directly in the that container. We will discuss. Okay, this is a command. I am going to use this. Okay, Docker run. What will happen? Let's see this. Docker run Ubuntu bash. See guys, now I am in the Ubuntu mission. As of now. If you run directly here like this, it will go directly inside the that container. Okay. See what will happen? Docker PS. Why it's not going? We need to open the terminal. For this, what is the command we need to use? Here, -it. Docker run -it Ubuntu bash. If you want to terminal opening, this is a input terminal. Okay, we are telling that this is a interactive terminal or input terminal. Okay, input terminal you need to open this. Then we need to use the Docker run -d bash. Okay, now it will open the terminal for this. See where I am in this now? I am in the container OS. See here also it will be same. How our Linux system look like? The same. All libraries we have the same in the. This is also, it's not a my AMI Linux 2. It is a Ubuntu. It is a Ubuntu mission. Okay. If you want to, without stopping, you want to come out this, we need to press the Control PQ. Now I am in the Ubuntu. Now check the container is running or not. Docker PS. Now this container is running. What is this name? Practical Telsa. Practical Telsa is the container name. Because of we are not giving the any name. Now it will take the random name. It will create the one random name. If you want your own container name, what you need to give? In the Docker run -it space -it name. This is the my Ubuntu. Ubuntu, this is container name. -hyphen name is the Ubuntu my container name. This is I don't want to practical Telsa. I need to give my own name. That is the my container name. -hyphen name. I'm going to override this. Not only this practical Telsa. If you run next time, it will give the another random name. Okay, that name we don't know what it will give. The Ubuntu will the Docker will be decided and it will give us. Okay, one random name. Okay, now this is the Ubuntu. Now what is this Ubuntu? This is I want to my container name is the my Ubuntu. Now Ubuntu, this is a my image, whatever we download, right? That image. For example, this Ubuntu image is not there in your local system. What it will do? It will download the first. It will download the first and it will run as a container. Okay, if it is not, if this Ubuntu latest, if you're not giving any specification here, colon, it will search with the latest image are there in your local system or not. Okay, it is there. Now it will run as. If it is not there, what it will do? It will be download first. It will download and it will run. Okay, if you're not giving or not, you the latest is the by default one. Now let me run this. Now I am in the another container. That is also one Linux server. This is also one Linux server. Let's control PQ. Now check the Docker PS. Now here running the two containers now. See, one is the my Ubuntu container, one is the practical Telsa. Both are Ubuntu software. Both are Ubuntu servers. Two Linux servers is running as a containers. Two Ubuntu Linux servers running as a container. Okay, they're running as a container. Clear now, guys? Clear now as of now? Then I'm going to log in this. Okay, now we are going, if you want to give your container name, how we are going to give? We need to give this -name. -name. This command will become the very big one. Okay, coming days it will go the like as it will go big, very big. That we will discuss. Ubuntu, my Ubuntu. One option we are going to see one time. Okay, my Ubuntu. Okay, this is the image name. This is the container name. Let me write the why this bash I am going to use. Okay, why I am going to use this bash? I will show this. Why what will happen. Okay, now this is the what I'm going to delete this. I'm going to syntax name here. Name. It is the container name. You whatever you are giving this. This is the image name. Anything, any image name. Okay, whatever you are going to run, that image name. Now bash. Okay, fine. Now what I will do? Without bash, I'm going to run. Now remember, guys, this container name. If you run one time, if you run the same name, what it will show? It will throw the error. Okay, remember this. I will throw the error here. Then we'll run more thing. Now this container name, where its container is already running, right? It's already running. Even if it stop also, the same name won't take. Remember what will the error it will throw? It will throw the error. Okay, Docker error, response from daemon conflict. The container name is my Ubuntu is already used the some other container. Okay, what will do? You should be delete this container or else we can give the new name for this. New name for this. Okay, let me run this. If it is open like this, what will happen? It will run, it will stop immediately. It will run the container and it will stop that immediately. Okay, now I will stop here. Now I will show that Docker PS-A. How many containers are there now? See, this is Ubuntu one. Ubuntu is already stopped when we are running that time, right? But when we are running that -it, we are not giving, right? It will stop, right? It is running and it stop. That time it will give the kind. It's a stopped containers. Existed means if you want to see that stopped container, we are going to use the option called as -a. Stopped and running. Both you want to see, you can use the -a. Both you want to see -a. Okay. Now let me run this now. Without my Ubuntu one, Ubuntu already running, my Ubuntu. Now I'm going to the new name is the my container name is the Ubuntu one. Now what will happen? It will be also Ubuntu here, right? Now I will exit from here. I will exit directly here. I will exit here. What will happen? Control PQ are pressed, right? Control PQ, if you press that, this bash, if you give or not, it will give the directly, it will go the inside the container. Okay, why you are pressing the Docker PQ? It will give the what is? Let me see now. Docker PS. Basically, it should run the 3, right? Now why 2? If you exit, it will come. The container will be stopped automatically. Now see, Docker PS-A. How many containers are stopped now? 2 containers. One is the previous one. Now is the latest one. My Ubuntu also it's stopped. It's not running. It's exited means it's stopped. It's not running. If you want, you can restart this. Docker restart or Docker start also you can use. Docker start this container ID. That we'll discuss later. Okay. Clear guys now? Up to now? Up to now clear? Just we run the Ubuntu software as a container. Okay, that is the bin. If you are using why this bash here? Why this bash? Because of it is a bin bash. Okay, if it is using the bin bash, and some Linux servers flavor it will use the sh. Some servers it will use the bin bash, and like this, right? Now what is the it will run? It will you need to use the that command prompt. Clear? If you are giving or not, by default it is the command is the what? Bin bash. By default command is the bin bash. If you want to override, you are going to give that. Okay, clear now? That we'll discuss later on. Some more commands it will come. The CMD command and all. That time we will learn what is override the command and all. Okay, clear guys now? This is the Ubuntu. This is the bash I'm going to give. If you're not giving also, it will go the inside container directly. Okay. Now, for example, I am going to log in the running containers. Now, what we done now? Just now, we run as a container, right? Now we run as a container and we press the control plus P plus Q and we run the control PQ, right? Now what happened? We come out. Now if you run this here, how can you check the running containers? Docker PS. If you run the Docker PS, we'll get to know like how many containers are running my system, right? If you run the Docker PS, how many containers are running, I will get to know. Now it will show what are things. It will show the container ID, container name, and running or not. Let me run this now. Docker PS. Now these 2 containers are running, right? I need to log in running container. Remember, it's a very important interview question, and also real time also we are using the lot of time. Okay, lot of time. How to log in the running container? How to log in a running containers? Very important. Docker exec -it, and then this is a container ID or container name. Anything we can give. Container ID or container name, and this is the bash. What is the? It will use this, right? We need to open the bash here. Okay, and if you run this Docker PS, we will get to know this. It is the bash or sh and anything. This command, which command you need to use? That command we are going to use. Even the bin bash or anything we can do. If you want, you can type bin bash also. It will work. Okay, it's not an issue. Okay. Now Docker exe -it, container ID, and bin bash. How we can use now? This Docker exec -it. What is container ID? I need to log in this container. Okay, my Ubuntu container. This ID. Container ID and bin bash. Okay, even directly bash also you can give. Okay, this container ID. Even this container ID not only is not required to all give. Just give the 3 numbers after it will. Even 2 numbers after it will work. For example, what I'm trying to say. Let me go here. Control C. Control V, and instead of complete ID, even 2 numbers, 3 numbers also it will take. No problem. Okay, it will log in. It will search the starting 3 letters and it will search. How we can log in now? .exe and then bin bash. Where I am in this now? Not in the my this Linux server. What is the we are logging that, right? Not that server. We are in the Ubuntu software, Ubuntu server. Okay. What is my main Ubuntu server? It is a where it is my what? It is my Ubuntu container. Okay. actually what happened yesterday, we are choose the one server and today we are logging another, I think so. What is Ubuntu? Why this is the Ubuntu I had taken, right? Yesterday what we created, actually two instances are running now here. What is the this one? We created this stopped and this is the Ubuntu soft is running, right? Even that is also one of the Ubuntu software. I install the Docker that. Okay, same installation is a whatever I provide the documentation, right? We can install the Docker. You can run the same command into anywhere. Okay, clear? And yesterday that if it is AMI Linux, what is the username? EC2 user, it will show. It will be Ubuntu software, it will show the Ubuntu is the username, right? We will get know this while connecting here. That is what is the username here? Ubuntu. If it is AMI Linux, what it will show? It will show as a EC2 user. Okay, that you know guys, right? That's fine. Now where I am in this now? I am in the Ubuntu container. Okay, now see here, guys. Now let me know the Docker software is there in this Docker this container. That Ubuntu Linux server, right? We are downloaded the Ubuntu Linux image, Docker image, and we run as a container. Now tell me where we are in this, in the new Ubuntu, that is the Docker container. Inside the Docker container, we are in this now. Now tell me the Docker software installed in this container is there or not? Just let me know. Anyone knows? Yeah, guessing the Docker software is there or not in this? This is a container, not a host machine. Okay, this is a container. Tell me, Docker software is there in this mission? Because we are in that another Ubuntu user. Okay, Ubuntu Linux server. It is also one Linux server now. Tell me guys, the Docker software is there in this this Ubuntu this server or not? Is there or not? Confirm anyone? No, right? No, 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 correct. Because of it is a new Linux server, right? This is a new Linux server. But this is a Docker image, but there is no this is what is that image? That image contains only Ubuntu software. What are the things it will be there? Ubuntu software, that is only it will contains. And even they don't have all packages. Whatever required for Ubuntu software, then only it will give the Ubuntu like image. Okay, then if you want like Vim editors also, it is not there. You need to install the Vim editor, VA editor, gedit editor. They won't give anything and all because it's not required. It's not required as a base image. Okay, that's why they won't give. Okay, that's fine. We'll discuss that is also. We will do that also. Now what happened here? Here I download the one for my requirement purpose. I download the one Ubuntu Docker image. I run as a container. What my requirement? I want to install some software in this Ubuntu container. I want to install some Node.js software or Maven software or Git software. I need to use this software inside this container. I want to install some software. Okay, this is also one Linux server, right? What happened? I created as a Ubuntu container. In this container, I want to install some softwares. That could be anything. Here I am going to install some software. Figlet software I am going to install. Okay. Now, if you take any mission, what you need to give? We need to update first, right? apt install update, right? Spelling mistake. 1 second. Just I'm updating the new mission. Okay. Sorry. apt update. There is no required. Now I updated my new server. Okay, now what happened? I'm going to install that. Now installing is the apt install. Figlet is the one software. That could be anything. I'm installing the Figlet is the one software now. Okay, what is this Figlet? It will tell you. I will let you. Okay, I'm going to install one software. You want, you can install any software. Okay, now see Figlet JMSTH. What this software will do? It will give the special look characters is very nice like this. That's the software is the, what is the purpose of this is, it will give the stylish font. What is the Piglet is the stylish font it will give, right? If you give that, whatever it may be, Piglet Madhu, it will give the stylish name. Now tell me, this Ubuntu container, what are things is there? Ubuntu software is there along with whatever we install that, right? Piglet software is there, yes or no? Yes, right? Now what it contains? It contains the Ubuntu software along with Piglet software, right? Now what my requirement, my manager is giving my requirement is, he given one task for me. He need a Ubuntu software, and then he want to install some software like as Git, some maybe Jenkins, some maybe Java, some maybe whatever he wants to software. Apache Tomcat, he was telling me install this software, and he asked me create a one image on top of that. Whatever, take a one base image, install some software. I want to convert whatever we install the software along with Ubuntu. I want to create one new image. I want to create a one new image. Now next time onwards, I will take this image only. I will use directly. I don't want to install the again Piglet software, again Git software, again whatever you want. I don't want to install again and again. What happened? Whatever we install this container, I want to convert into this container as a image again. This container as a image. What is this new image will contains? This new image contains that Ubuntu software as well as Piglet software. Both I need to convert as a one new image. That it as requirement. I need to convert a this Ubuntu software and also Piglet software. I want to wrap these two software and to make it a one new image. A new image. Clear now? Clear guys? Now Ubuntu I run as a container, right? In this container I install the one software. What is software? Piglet software I install. Now what my requirement is, I want to wrap these two things into one image. Because of next time onwards, if I want to use the Piglet software, I don't want to install the again take the new Ubuntu image and go inside that and install that again Piglet. I don't want to like that. I want, this is my custom image. I want to make it as a on top of that Ubuntu official image. I install my softwares. Now I can use the anywhere this image for the next purpose. Clear guys? Clear this? Requirement is clear now? Clear or what? If you're not clear, let me know. I will explain one more time. Clear, right? Simple. We run as a one Ubuntu software. On Ubuntu software, we install the one Piglet software. Now what happened? I want to one new image along with this Ubuntu and Piglet. That's it. Okay, what happened? I'm going to come out this container. Control PQ. I am Control PQ. I given this. Now check it here. Now see, I will show something for you guys. Docker. Hey. Docker PS. Now see, this is a one container, right? This is a container we installed, right? This is also one container. We are not using this container. We use this container, right? F13 and all. How you know? When we are running the Docker exe command here, what is that? We use the Docker exe command and all, right? Where is that? This one. This is the container ID. We log in that and we install the Piglet software inside this container. Now this container, I need to convert this container to one new image. Okay, new image. Now what I'm going to do? Now tell me, in Git what we'll do? We some modification in your coding and all. What we'll do? We'll commit, right? We'll commit means what happened? It's ready to push the new image. That new code will be ready, right? Now like that also here in Docker also we have a Docker commit. Docker commit, same hyphen name, don't confuse, okay? Both are. And here I'm going to give the, this is my Piglet image, one new message, my Piglet image. Okay, now next we need to give, remember this container ID, whatever we taken contain, this container ID contains what? Ubuntu software along with Piglet software, and then your my Piglet Ubuntu. This is your custom image name. That Ubuntu, right? Ubuntu is there, right? Remember. Okay, I'm going to my, I won't give my, because of you guys I will confuse like as my Ubuntu is a container name, right? Again, this is a image name. Okay, figlet underscore Ubuntu. I'm going to give the new name is the my image name. It's not a container, guys. It's a image. When it will run as a container, it will after running this figlet Ubuntu, it will run as a container. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to create a new image that figlet Ubuntu. What is the container running? I need to convert as a this running container into one new image. I'm going to create a new image along with the figlet and Ubuntu software. Ready. Now check the Docker images now. Now see, this figlet Ubuntu is the my image, right? Remember, see, find out here difference. Now this Ubuntu software, how much size it is? 64, right? Now 92 MB it came. How? It contains what? It contains a figlet software extra, right? That's why it is the size is the 92 MB. Now got it? Now this is a Ubuntu, normal Ubuntu container image, right? We are using this Ubuntu image and we run as a container that will be 64 MB. After running this container, we log in that container. How we log in? Using the docker exe command. We log in the docker exe and that container ID, and then here we went and we install the some software here. Which software we install? First, what we did inside login this container, we done with the docker. First we updated, right? Apt update we done. After that, what we done? After what we done? Apt install figlet. Now what I done next? After installing, I check with that figlet Madhu and all. It will come little bit very nice name and all, very like. And then next I press the Control plus P press Q. Okay. Control PQ, and we came out and we converted into our running container. What is container? That is that container contains Ubuntu and figlet, two softwares. Now how we can convert this into? Tell me, guys. Docker running container as a image, new image, docker commit -m that message that your wish. Okay, this is figlet Ubuntu, and then this container ID, whatever it is, we log in that container ID, and the this is new image that your wish. This is the new image name that I want to name it as a figlet Ubuntu. Understanding purpose, I'm making a new image. Clear, right? Clear, guys? Clear now? Clear this? Any questions on this? All are clear, right? What we done? Now what I will do, I'm going to kill these two containers, whatever running containers. I'm going to kill this. Okay, how to stop the running containers and all I'm going to remove. So I'm going to remove the running containers that we are going to learning now. Now clear, guys? Clear? Now I'm going to remove this container. Docker. How to remove the containers means docker rm. If you want to stop, if you directly use the docker running containers, docker rm this container ID and this container ID, it will show the error. Okay, why? Because of before removing it, we need to be stop the first. You need to be stop the container and we can remove that. Or else what we should do, we can use the -f also. You can docker stop container ID and then enter. It will stop them. Then after that, docker rm. Okay, docker rm that container ID. It will remove that container. Okay. If you want, you can give the container name also. It will remove. Okay, this Ubuntu and practical Java. Okay. If you want to give the -f also, it will forcefully it will remove. Okay. Now tell me that any containers is running here. Nothing. There is no any images running. Any container is running. Now docker ps-a. See here. These are that container directly removed. Okay, it's not stopped. Okay. If you stop, it will come the -a option. It is the stopped containers. Now you want to remove this also. Docker rm. Now this container ID space this container ID. If you want to remove the multiple containers, space separator. Okay. Now I don't have any running containers now. Docker ps. Now nothing. Now I'm going to running as a container. One Ubuntu container. Docker. Tell me, guys, how to run the container. Docker. Which command? How to run as a container? Image to container. Which command? Docker. I'm showing the difference between the Ubuntu, the Ubuntu software and the Piglet Ubuntu. The both difference I'm going to show you now. Okay, Docker run. Tell me full command Docker run. Anyone? No problem. I will wait. I will wait. Okay, because of the online classes, means some people will be not seeing it as a system, right? I'm going to wait for you. What you guys are understanding? Good, Vijay. Super. And -IT. And if you can give the name, you can give your own name, or else it will give the one random name. Okay, hyphen name. Make it as a habituated to write the your custom name. Okay, this is a new name, that way everything is deleted. Okay, this my Ubuntu I'm going to give one name. This is a container name. It's not at all there. Okay, don't come confuse here. Okay, or else I'm going to give the new Ubuntu. Okay, new Ubuntu. Okay, new Ubuntu. And then that image name is the Ubuntu Docker image name, whatever we have the images. And then directly run it here. Bash also, it can by default will take the bash only. Okay, now see here. Okay, now tell me, the Piglet software is there in this Ubuntu mission, guys? Piglet software is there in the Ubuntu image, the Ubuntu container, my new Ubuntu, this image. The Piglet software is there or not in this container? It is not there, right? Now try this Piglet Madhu. It is not there because of this is an like old like the way, right? If you want to Piglet software, which image I need to use? Which image I need to use? I'm coming out from this container. Control PQ. Control PQ. Yeah, great. Now I'm going to come with Control PQ. I am here now. See, my container is running that new Docker PS. This container is running, new but is running, that is okay. Now I'm going to run in the one more container with our custom image. We created one image, right? What is the image? We run in the Piglet Ubuntu. That image, when we created that image, what we created, Docker run, we can give the -IT interactive terminal input terminal. Yes, name, name. And then this is I'm going to give this one new name. This my name, I'm making that this name is the Piglet one, Piglet Ubuntu. I'm going to this. Okay, again you guys will confuse. What can I give? That image name and container name, both you can give the same, but it's not not recommended. This is the I'm going to do the okay Piglet Ubuntu soft. Okay, I'm going to give this like this one name. This is any name we can give. And that what is the image name I need to give here? We created one Piglet Ubuntu, right? That image, that same. Okay, this is a container name. This is I've given my own name instead of this is like as this name it will create, right? Container name. I don't want to that. I want to my image name. Now in this container having the Piglet software or not? In this container the Piglet software is there or not, right? Now we can use the directly Piglet Madhu. Now you guys are got the difference between that image and this image, that Ubuntu image and Piglet Ubuntu image you got, right? Now because of this image can use for the n number of times with this software. Now I am installed the Piglet, right? Now you guys can be used for the any like as Git software or maybe anything what are the software you want, you can install and you can use for the anytime. Now clear? Now clear it? Clear, right? Now this image, now tomorrow we are going to discuss about the some more commands. Okay, and then we are going to running the Docker log. We are almost today we are lot of commands. Let's see whatever we run this today commands, right? This very important commands. If you enter your life, you are going to run these commands only. Okay, Docker run, Docker exe. Okay, Docker commit is a rarely we are going to use that when you require. And this is a Docker run, Docker exe, Docker ps, Docker images. This is the 4 commands is the daily day-to-day activities we are going to use. Docker exe more because of the container is running the background. How we are running to background, that we are going to discuss later. Okay, instead of -it, we are going to use the -d option. It will go for running background. It won't open the terminal top of that. It will run in the background. That we are going to see tomorrow. Guys, clear now? Any questions now?
మధు గారు
Yeah.
ఇమేజ్ కమిట్ చేసాం కదా పేరు ఇచ్చి నేమ్ వి హావ్ గివెన్ సో వేర్ ఇట్ విల్ స్టోర్ దిస్ ఇమేజ్ కస్టమైజ్ ఇమేజ్
Yeah. Tell me.
That customized image that Figlet Ubuntu we given where it will store after that
In one local system. It will be in one local system only. It is not in the Docker Hub. Okay, we need to push the Docker Hub. How we can pushing that is I am told, right? Docker Hub that we discuss tomorrow. Okay,
that will be
in my local system only as of now. It is not there in my Docker Hub. Not only it is not publicly available as of now. Okay, when it will be publicly available, when we push to this image to our Docker Hub, how to push, how to, and guys, you can create the one account in the Docker Hub now here. Okay, Docker Hub, sign in, create a one account like as GitHub, right? Same Docker Hub also we need to create a one account here. Go to sign in here. And this is not a free, it's a public. What are the images you were going to push, that will be anyone can download. Okay, if you want to pay private, no one can be download. You can only download. What you should do, you need to pay for them. That they will give the space for storing for 5 images, but privately 5 images you can store. More than that, we need to pay for them. Okay, create account here, and give your username, password, and all those stuff. Okay, this is it's not taking the username as a alphabetical orders. Now you should give the only numeric numbers only, it will allow you. Okay, earlier it we can create for the alphabetical numeric numbers. Now it will be only taking the, if you give this even number also, alphabetical and numbers don't take. You should give the numeric number only. Okay, Docker ID is the only numeric format should taking. I don't know. And this password we can give, and mail ID, accept the terms and conditions, and then I'm captcha, and then continue. It will create a one account. Okay, just log in, create a account here, Docker Hub account, then we'll push tomorrow. Okay, we'll push this image to Docker Hub. Now we can't push directly this image, we need to something slight changes that image, that I'm going to discuss some of the commands tomorrow, that will push that. Clear now, right guys? Be practice, or else complete the course will be confused again. Definitely practice. If someone will be having the issue to install the Docker and all, let me know. I will take a time to get it done. Okay, clear? And one thing, for example, Bhaiya, I don't want to install, I couldn't install anything, just how can I practice the online? That is also I'm giving the instructions. Now just simple, go here, there is a lab Docker. Okay, this play with the Docker is there, right? I'm going to share this command, this website. Go to take this website, I'm going to chat box, I'm going to share. If you want, take this URL, or else search with the play with the Docker. Just log in this here, log in with the Docker Hub. This Docker, if you have the Docker Hub account, okay, it will go and it will create the Docker Hub account first, and we need to log in here. Okay, log in with the Docker Hub. This is a Docker Hub account. Okay, this is my Docker Hub username is that. Okay, my Docker Hub username and my Docker Hub, earlier it was, it's my old account. Okay, now still I'm going to use this. Now you guys should be give the is a number only, number. Okay, like this number is like this, minimum 6 characters I think, link. Okay, now I'm going to use this, my old one. Now yes, I'm going to show you without installing how to practice the Docker. Go to start here, they will give the Linux servers directly, and they will install the Docker also. Just we can practice they will give the 4 hours of time. Okay, now add instances, click here, add instances, it will create one Linux server. Here we can practice that directly here, but you can't be save it your local system and all, nothing. This is the thing, online is a online one. Okay, now here they don't have any images. Now if you want images, Docker full Ubuntu, we can download this Ubuntu image. Okay, now see the Docker images. We can practice, that's simple. I'm saying this, we can practice the Docker here also. Okay, the same whatever we practice right here also, simple. Okay, clear guys? After 4 hours we can't get it. This is a backup and all, nothing. Simple, we can leave it that simple. Clear now? This is our, they will provide that labs, online labs, 4 hours they will give. We can practice the 4 hours continuously. Clear guys? Yes Raghavendra, any doubt? I got a request to make a presenter.
Oh, sorry, it went by mistake.
Okay, fine, that's fine. That's what I'm asking. Any questions guys?